everyone, what's for dinner today? Well, today I am making my grandma's recipe for corned beef hash. Unlike other corned beef hashes, this one you do not cook in the oven. It's cheap to make and simple to make, and the kids love it, and so did I when I used to go around to my grandma's. So let's crack on, and here's what you will need. Beef stock cubes, onions, potatoes and some corned beef, and a pan. I'm doing quite a big pan, so if you're using a smaller pan, obviously the amounts will be less, or if you're using a bigger pan, they're going to be more. So what we're going to do is peel the potatoes, put them in there, start to boil them down until they're nice and soft. Same with the onions, we're going to peel them, roughly chop them up, they don't have to be fine, some nice big slices of onion, put those in a separate pan, boil those until they're nice and soft, and we'll go from there. Right, we'll get these peeled and we'll bring you back in a few moments. Right, once I've peeled the onions, I chop them in half, take the centre bulb bits out as I call them, and chuck them straight in the bin. Less chance of the onions making you cry, and then just roughly chop them. Well, slice them up like that, and then just pull them apart, just kind of break them up a little bit, get rid of those ends I forgot to put in the bin, just like that. Obviously I've only got little onions, so I might need a few more. I normally use 2 to 3 big onions on a large pan, but I'll finish these off and get them into the water. Okay, so we've got the potatoes in the pan. That's plenty for us. There's going to be 5 on us having this. We've got onions in the pan. I've just got the kettle boiling for the water for the onions. So these will take roughly about 20-25 minutes. Basically you want to stab them with a knife and they should fall off, and they'll be nice and soft how we want them. So I'm just going to turn this on to start simmering away. I'm going to season it with a little bit of salt and pepper. You can use brown pepper or black pepper. So for the salt, just more or less a little pinch of salt. I'm going to put the pepper in at the end, not during this stage. So we'll be back when these are close to finishing. Okay guys, so it's been about 20-25 minutes and the potatoes are nice and soft. That one might be, yeah, they straight through. All the onions have softened up lovely. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drain this water and drain the water out of the onions, combine them back together and put some fresh boiled water in. Perfect, just how we want them. And again, this is one of them recipes where you can't really go wrong. You can't put too much in, you can't put too little in really. Fingers, excuse your fingers. Right, so what we're going to do now is put some fresh water in, because that, obviously with boiling the potatoes, will have a lot of starch in. Some people may like that, but we never did. So we're going to put fresh boiling water in, which is in the kettle now. OXO cubes, around about 5, could be 6. Again, do it to your taste really. And then we're going to add the corned beef, stir it all together, let it simmer for a few moments, put some black pepper in, and then it's more or less done. Give that a stir, mix it all together, and let me turn that ring off because it's having a barney at me. mix them in a bit. Okay. So I'm going to put probably about 6 in to start with. Oops, now they've all come out of the box. Right, well that's 5. Let me just give it a stir. Get that simmering. 5 might be enough because I normally do a bigger pan. But the biggest pan I've got does not work on this cooker. Right, let's give it a little taste test. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So, some black pepper. Again, as much or as little as you like, really. Little bit of salt. And we're not far off complete now. Only thing we've got to do is just add the corned beef, which gives it that really nice flavour with the beef stock cubes. If you were using a smaller pan, I would say you probably only need 5, but if you really like it a bit thicker, you could add 10 in. I'm going to put 10 slices in because we do like nice and tasty with the corned beef. And if you wanted your gravy thicker, you could add in a bit of corn flour mix. Just stir them in. Normally we will put these in some bowls and have some bread for dipping up the gravy, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm going to turn the temperature up because obviously with the meat being cold, it's lowering the temperature. And there we have it, more or less complete. It's just a case of let this simmer just to warm up for a little while. Won't take long at all. And we'll serve it up in some bowls. Can't wait, absolutely starving. Look at that, absolutely gorgeous. Try not to overflow the bowl. Now for the taste test. Oh yes, that takes me back to my childhood. Oh, you can't beat it. Right guys, so yes, corned beef hash done differently. I hope you give it a try and enjoy it. And let me know, do you do your corned beef hash that way, or is it in the oven? Leave a comment below because I would be interested to find out if anybody else's grandma or mum and dad ever did it like that. Right, see you next time.